What's up YouTube, this is Fate, bringing you another deck profile, and today we've got another Kogarasho inspired build, an Amazonas deck. Originally I did build this deck before when it first came out with the new support. I had a lot of fun with that one. And then again when I went on Kogarasho's channel, saw his take on the new Amazonas deck profile. I just couldn't help but get this build in IRL as well, so... And while testing this thing out, it has been a lot of fun to play against other people with it. And without further ado, let's get started. To begin things, the three main monsters you want for this build: Triple Amazonas Chainmaster. For those of you that don't know what her ability is, when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can pay 1500 life points to look at your opponent's hand, select one monster card from it, and add that card to your hand. Granted, the life points cost is a little bit steep, but considering how a lot of the game today, especially is monster effect heavy, she can completely crush a lot of your opponent's combo pieces out of their hands. And on top of that, considering on how lucky you get with what monster you steal, to be able to use that monster against your opponent later on, is just nothing short of fantastic. Just a word of caution, the life point cost is steep, but if you can get her effect off and often in the early parts of the game, you can set up a lot of advantage for yourself. Then for the two of Amazons, I've got double Amazon's trainee. Pretty decent offensive force in this build, especially against Burning Abyss, just because when she destroys a monster by battle, it goes to the bottom of their deck and not the graveyard, so... It's a fun troll card to use against Burning Abyss players as well as all other graveyard effects. Next we run double Amazonas Sage. Really good against back rows when she does get her attacks off. Just one bit of caution while using her. She does still need to be face up on the field after she battles in order to activate her effect, so if she does get destroyed in that battle, her destroy one spell or trap effect will not go off. So just a word of caution for that one, but otherwise if you can get her attacks off at the right time, good board control. And then just to deviate with my style, I also run two Amazonas Swordswoman, or the card I like to call, whether your monster pierces or not, your opponent's taking all the damage. And with all the other speed combo pieces with the build, to be able to sit on her, she gets destroyed by battle, your opponent takes all the damage, then you special summon right into another one for them to face the exact same thing. She is what I like to call the equalizer life points wise from your Amazonas chain costs, and it just does a fantastic job in those scenarios. Then for the other monsters, I run triple Horror Challenger Assault Halberd. Really good warrior type monster. Cyber Dragon effect, when he does damage, you get to search another heroic monster out, and he pierces, so what's not like about this card? And then for this build, I also teched in one Heroic Challenger 1000 Blades. Mainly because this build is prone to take a few more direct attacks than some other builds out there. Having this guy in your graveyard when you do take battle damage to get that free special summon monster out to attack mode. Whether or not it's an attack mode that's at least 1300 more damage or 1300 more attack power on the field, that allows you to work with a lot more scenarios. And then in Kogarasho's build, his main engine for getting some of these guys off with giant rats, I did not agree with that one. Instead, I found triplets of this monster be a lot more effective. Warrior Lady of the Wasteland. The reason why I prefer her over Giant Rat is her ability is the same as Giant Rat, except you can special summon monster in defense, and it goes after any of your Amazonas cards, Heroic Challenger 1000 Blades. Just a much better utility piece for this type of build. That's it for the monsters. On to the spells. Triple Reinforcement of the Army. Gotta keep consistent with this build. Triple Amazonas Village. Gives your Amazons modest attack power boost, and it helps recycle your Amazons back to the field from the deck whenever each one gets killed. Run triple supply squads. Your monster will be getting destroyed by battle or by card effects, and often, especially when they try to get around MSI's Chainmaster. So you have to get those pluses on board by other means sometimes. Then for the other triplets, I run triple creature swap. The majority of your monsters in this build does have low attack power stats, but the nice combo with this guy, especially with MSI's Chainmaster, is when you switch Chainmaster with one of your opponent's monsters with a creature swap here, and you manage to destroy the MSI's Chainmaster by battle, since she's going to your graveyard, you get that 1500 effect, and you still get to steal an opponent's card out of, or opponent's monster out of their hand. So not only are you gaining one of your opponent's strongest monsters from their side of the field to your side of the field, but you're also stealing their next combo piece from their next turn. And then for the 2-ofs, I run double Mystical Space Typhoon and double Terraforming, mainly to get to the field card a little more quickly in this build. That's it for the spells. Onto the traps. I run double Breakthrough Skills. Don't like those monster effects. Double Call of the Haunteds. Very well used in this build, especially with MSI's Village is on the field. So your opponent tries to MST your face down Call of the Haunt. Just activate this card into any one of your... Well, actually, does that work? Before I get started. Yep, destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard. Doesn't have to be your opponent's. Just had to double check on that one. But yeah, just chain this to their MST. MSI's monster hits the field, goes to graveyard by Call of the Haunted's effect, and then MSI's Village special summons a free MSI to your field. And then for the 1-ofs, you run 1 Torrential Tribute, 1 Compulse, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, and 1 card that I'm still trying out in this build, Queen's Pawn. For those of you that doesn't know what this card does, activate only when an MSI's monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard. Special summon 1 MSI's level 4 or lower monster from your deck. Really good to combo off with those quick attacks and possibly push for OTK plays. However, because all the Amazons are weak enough in stats, considering the lineup you do play with this build, if you don't feel the need to keep on trying out this card, I would recommend swapping this out for a Mirror Force, a 3rd Breakthrough Skill, whatever your preference is for the build. That is it for the main deck. Onto the extra deck. Mainly kept this as simple as possible. 1 Blackship, Silent Anarch, Exciton, Rebellion, Castel, Emeral, Cowboy. Run the 2 Utopias. Very fun to get his effect off from time to time. I also run the Blade Armor Excalibur duo. Play of Warrior type combos to use with those guys. Papal Operative, Defense Buster, Abyss Dweller hates on graveyard effects. Rhapsody and Berserk just hates in the graveyard. And I decided to do my personal tech in Gemini Pearl because if your opponent tries to activate Fiendish Chain on this guy, it does not work against Gemini Pearl. It helps push over for some of those fun game-winning moves. And with that, that is my Amazon's deck profile. Hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. And until next time.